Hope everybody is doing well this morning. Oh, here it is, my hand cream. You know I have to not have dry hands. Anyhow, hope everybody is doing well today. Okay, first person here is D for today. D for today. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. Brings in cause for celebration and life moving forward towards greener pastures. Maybe spending time with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Disappointments heal and move into the past. You have the world at your feet today. It should be a pretty positive day for life moving forward. Mega love. Disconnect from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Anything that's been weighing you down, heartbreaking, or disappointment needs to move into the past if you want to see your love life move forward. And then you have the world at your feet, and perseverance can be pushing life forward towards greener pastures with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and happiness comes in. Anxiety moves into the past. Alpha for today. Alpha for today. You may be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Life is moving forward successfully. A wish comes true. Maybe spending time with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Good news may come in around work, school, or business that brings life back into balance. New beginnings lead to success. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Alpha for today. Aries, Sun, love. If you're currently with someone, your current relationship should be functioning well and successful. If you're not with anyone, you have fire coming in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. The world is at your feet. You may also have a Libra here. Slow and steady wins the race, but life is moving forward. Expressing your wants and needs around love will be helpful. If you're not with anyone, it's probably going to be new energy coming in. Be wise for this week. Be wise for this week. For this week, you have money coming in or finances are improving. You may be feeling a little bit more financially stable. You've got a Leo around that could be of significance, maybe starting a new venture, feeling ambitious, be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. A new journey begins. Life moves forward towards greener pastures, maybe planning travel. Not bad. Vartika, love for this month. Disconnect from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Anything that you feel is dysfunctional or like the love has run out, things are stagnant, nothing's moving forward quickly. You may need to leave that in the past if you want to see something change for the better. Like things look slow this month. Eight of Wands is in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles is here. However, if you disconnect from things that aren't working, there are choices and options that come in. You may have a Sagittarius around. You may have an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Lay down the law, set boundaries, express your wants and needs, and don't settle for less than you want or deserve when it comes to love. Amber, general. You have the solution to a problem is in front of you. You'll figure it out before the end of the month. Life moves forward towards greener pastures. Perseverance pays off. A new journey begins. Feeling ambitious, be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Lay down the law, set boundaries. Don't be afraid to express your wants and needs around both personal and professional relationships. You may come up with an idea for a side business, side project, side hustle. If you get the idea, it would be worth pursuing it. Emily, near future for Jane and me. Communications either coming in or picking up, and negativity is moving into the past. The hard work that you put into the situation should be pushing things forward. Plus, you may be planning travel. Cause for celebration comes in around communication picking up. Listen to your intuition, express your wants and needs, and you may see an improvement in the connection between now and the end of the year. Nat, love coming in, Virgo. Hi, Adonis. Well, you may have choices and options that come in around love. That's good. Listen to your intuition. And then you have the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. You have Earth here. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. New beginnings are possible. Life is moving forward towards greener pastures after a disappointment heals. Let go of what's not working and life may move forward. You have another Earth sign coming in. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. But you might need to walk away from or disconnect from stagnant energy or some kind of old nonsense. And when you leave that in the past, new opportunities come in. Summons, general. Summons, general. A disappointment is healing and moving into the past. If you recently had an argument with someone, it should resolve itself and move into the past. Maybe spending time with a Virgo. Life is coming into balance. Happiness is coming in around work, school, or business. You may receive good news. Your luck is changing for the better, and you're no longer holding yourself back. Life should start to move forward. Not bad. Pallavi, love. Expressing your wants and needs around love could help things move forward towards greener pastures. Feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready, but cooperation and compromise is suggested around like love. But be clear about what you want. Don't settle for less than you want, but compromise. It's kind of a little bit of a contradictory. You have romance could be heating up with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or possibly you got a Scorpio here. You're calling the shots, but explore your options. You're going to have choices and options around love. Don't settle for less than you don't, if you're like, this isn't working for me or I'm not feeling it, move forward. Martesha, money, unexpected. You could have money coming in. Yeah, you've got the hard work you put into work, school, or business pays off. Teamwork is favored. Six of Pentacles, you may be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Nine of Pentacles is earned income. Money's coming in. I don't see the Ten of Pentacles, which would be a large amount of money coming in out of nowhere or unearned income. But finances look okay. There's money coming in, and you should be doing all right. Like, money's coming in, money's going out, but it's there. On time for tarot. Can you please tell me about Sean's feelings towards me? This person may find you to be somebody who is grounded, stable, fair-minded, well-balanced. Somebody who is smart, intelligent, and down-to-earth, kind-hearted, a loyal friend. Successful. Lioness, will I be able to pay my January's rent at the end of December? Yes, you should be able to. You should be able to make that. Magician's heart. Love. Life comes into balance when you disconnect from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. If you're in a dysfunctional situation or you're waiting for something to improve, it may be time to reassess your wants and needs around that connection. If you're in a well-functioning relationship, don't bring the past into the future. If you're looking to move forward, you do have water coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, but you may need to disconnect from dysfunction first. Anything that's stuck, stagnant, disappointing, you may need to cut that away before your life can move forward. Butterfly for the next 24. Success is coming in around work, school, or business. Lay down the law, set boundaries will serve you well. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. New beginnings around the horizon, and you may be spending time with a Virgo. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on, and a new journey may be beginning. Not bad. Oh, good morning, Bernard. I'm good. How are you? Migu for the next 24. You have choices and options that come in around social activity. New beginnings on the horizon that lead to success. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. Money comes in. Finances may be improving. That's pretty good. Debbie for the next 48. Debbie for the next 48. Hi, Mel. For the next 48, you have a wish that comes true. Choices and options around social activity. Disappointments are healing and moving into the past. Life is moving forward. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. The hard work that you put into work, school, or business comes back and pays off. And take time, if you can, for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Cinnamon for today. Cinnamon for today. For today, feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. You're no longer holding yourself back. Life is moving forward. Feeling like success is coming in around whatever you're putting time and effort into. Cause for celebration comes in. Maybe spending time with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You could have a wish that comes true around like work, school, or business. Listen to your intuition. Making decisions that push life forward. Not bad. Not bad. Amp 06, romance. Perseverance pays off around love. Don't settle for less than you want or deserve, and disconnect from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and happiness comes in. You've got your luck changing for the better quickly, possibly with water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You have a lot of fire here. It may be fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, especially Aries and Leo. New beginnings are on the horizon and life is moving forward. All About Maid, how are you? Finances for this week. Finances for this week. Finances look okay. You've got a new beginning on the horizon or a new journey. Feeling better compensated, better respected around money. Around work, school, or business. Teamwork is favored. And then you may receive a small gift of money and a wish comes true. Not bad. Not bad. All About Maid, love for this week. Love for this week. Love for this week looks okay. You've got the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. You got good luck on your side. The world is at your feet. Maybe spending time with Earth, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You could have a new love offer coming in. Somebody new could come in this week or before the end of the year. That person may be a Libra. Could have a Sagittarius around. Earth comes up very strong around you, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. New beginnings lead to success. Lay down the law, set boundaries. Don't be afraid to express your wants and needs around love. You may have a Leo around this week too. Choices and options are always a good thing. It looks like a positive week. Olivia, general for the next 2 weeks. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. You've got the hard work that you put into work, school, or business comes back and pays off. Listen to your intuition. Weight of the world slips off your shoulders. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Set boundaries, especially if you feel like somebody's trying to overstep or push you into something. Dig your heels in and don't stand for that nonsense. Amen. Rest of the week with O. Rest of the week with O. For the rest of the week with O, you have a disappointment heals and moves into the past. Slow and steady wins the race. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Listen to your intuition. Communication is coming in. But other than that, it looks a little bit like a slow week. You got the Knight of Pentacles here and the Eight of Wands in reverse. Things may be a little out of balance with the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Discussing your wants and needs around the situation may be helpful. Otherwise, it just may be a little bit of a slow week, other than communication or aside from communication. All about me sent an email. Let me go to the email. Hang on here a sec. I'm reading it now. Okay. If you put in your 2 weeks notice, they're going to let you go. Like, then you'll just go. But I don't know. Are you part of a union? Because it looks like being treated unfairly. I would find out. Being treated unfairly could lead to happiness around more money coming in. If you're part of a union, I would call the union rep and explain what happened and let them do an investigation. If you just give your 2 weeks notice, they're probably just going to let you go. In that case, if you decided to go, you would find another job because you got a new journey here. You may end up getting another job anyway. You may wind up leaving this place and getting another job anyway that pays better. But if you're part of a union or there is somebody above that you can go to, I would do that. You know, rattle a few, shake a little trees, you know, rattle a few branches, see what happens. Because if you were treated unfairly, I think they have to do an investigation and you may get something for it. Some kind of compensation or severance or something. I think it would be worth it to look into it. Kind of bullshit. You know, I can't stand it. It's like somebody last night was going through something similar. I don't remember who it was, but it's like office politics no matter where you are. Oh, I remember who it was now, the DHL. Yeah, it's like, it's so stupid. It's like, stop being, if everybody just stopped being assholes. Yeah. I would see if you can go to a higher up before you put in the notice. Talk to somebody. If you get nowhere, then you put in your notice. Something better will come along because you got money coming in. Liz, love for this week. Love for this week. Love looks okay. You've got happiness coming in. Empress is bringing in love and money or more of it, and success around love. Making decisions that push your love life forward. You may be feeling like life's moving forward on solid ground, happy and content. You got a Gemini here. You could have a Sagittarius here. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and life begins to move forward. Explore your options. Let's see. You're going to sue them. Okay, maybe that's where the money is coming in, the 10 of Pentacles. But 10 of Pentacles is bringing in money that should be coming from that job, and it should be a decent amount. So either way, it looks like you're going to win. You're going to win something. Liz, general for today. General for today. You have anxiety eases and moves into the past. You may be coming up with a new idea for a side business, side project, side hustle. If you decided to do so, it may be worth pursuing. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. Maybe spending time with the fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Listen to your intuition. If you've recently had an argument or a disagreement with someone, it may resolve itself and move into the past. Yeah, file a grievance, do something. I mean, I'm so tired of this, like, office politics bullshit. And it's everywhere. It's everywhere. I guess because it's people, you know. You got to deal with people. You're going to have problems. If you only had to deal with animals, you wouldn't have these problems. My goodness. Hi, Mountain. Good morning. Where was I here on the free list? Lioness, I think I may be up to... Oh, thank you, Lioness. I'll see you later. Thank you, thank you. I think I'm up to M&M. Love for Taurus. Love for Taurus. So Taurus is a little slow with the 8 of Rods in reverse. But they may have an earth sign around them, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and they may be feeling successful if they're currently in a relationship. If they're not with anyone, they have cause for celebration coming in around earth or a Cancer. Life's moving forward if they're not with anyone, but they're kind of slow and steady wins the race and just sort of going with the flow of things. Mirror, spirit guidance. Where are my spirit cards? Hey, they're all going in different directions. Straighten them out. Ego, Archangel Jophiel. A false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things and negative or fear-based thoughts. Justice, Archangel Raguel, fair and just decisions, do what you know is right, stand up for your beliefs. Knight of Earth, loyal, dedicated, honorable, and kind, time to buckle down, get things done, honor your commitments, you've got a guardian angel. Bernard, general reading for December and January 26. What's good in love? Okay, let's see what's going on. Well, you may be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. And you may feel relief around life moving forward. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Empress is bringing in love and money or more of it. Solution to a problem is in front of you. You'll figure it out before the end of the before the end of January. You have a little more financial stability coming in. You may be spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or possibly an Aries. You do have love coming in, and a disappointment or a heartache is healing and moving into the past. Virsha, General. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Listen to your intuition. Lay down the law, set boundaries. It'll serve you well. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Could be spending time with Fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or Pisces. Listen to your intuition. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Life begins to move forward. Old wounds heal and move into the past. And if you've had an argument or a disagreement with someone, it should resolve itself and move into the past. Emily, today and tomorrow with Soha. What wound up happening with that wedding? Did you find out? Things look a little slow. Like you may be feeling stressed or negative around the situation. Nothing bad is happening. It just may be a little slow and you just may be feeling like you're not really getting enough out of it. Six of Pentacles is in reverse. So you may feel like things are out of balance or the two of you aren't on the same page, but it's an average couple of days. Bernard, he is an angel when Avery is not here. He's over there sleeping on the bed. Yeah, he's out cold. And he's got the blankets all puffed up and he's on top of them. Like, what's that? The princess that sleeps on top of all the mattresses with the pea on the bottom? That's him. You never know he was here. But as soon as Avery comes home, the place goes upside down. And in the morning, I'm usually the first person up. Yesterday it was Cyrus. But usually I'm the first person up. I go in and get my coffee, come back into the bedroom. He's still fine. And then he'll get up and he'll want to go out. And I'll just run him right outside the front door just to pee. And bring him back in. And then that's when it starts to break out. Because he knows I'm going to try to get Avery up. He doesn't want me to wake her up. But he's like jumps up and down. He tries to get in between her and I. And he winds up stepping all over her. And then she yells, get him off me. But we get her up. And she's pretty good about getting up. But anyhow, Stacy for today. For today, you've got, if you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. But perseverance is paying off around career. Life could change for you for the better quickly. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. You might be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Solution to a problem is in front of you. You'll figure it out before the end of the day. And for tomorrow. For tomorrow, you've got lay down the law, set boundaries, it'll serve you well. Feeling ambitious, be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past, and money is coming in. Finances could be improving. You may be thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. I'm not a morning person either, Adonis. I'm really not. But you know what? Like, I could stay up all night. Like, that's like the best time for me. But I don't think we're supposed to. Like, I think we're supposed to get up when the sun comes up and go to sleep when the sun goes down. But I do find that when I do have to get up very early for some reason, I am able to get a whole lot more done. And when I sleep later, I tend to be lazier. Like yesterday, I didn't really accomplish all that much. I mean, I did 2 live streams and I did a TikTok. I did the jar candle, money jars. But I feel like I just was not that productive. Like, I could have been more productive since I was home all day, but I spent a lot of time doing nothing. Anyhow. Serena will then ask me to be in a relationship. As of right now, I don't see commitment around this connection. I don't know where you guys are in your relationship right now, but it looks like two people that just might not be on the same page. And the Six of Swords is in reverse, which could be a problem. My suggestion would be to let this person know how you feel if you want to see something change. Otherwise, I don't see commitment. Purely Precious next in love with Roger. Things look a little slow, maybe even a little out of balance with Justice in reverse and the Two of Wands in reverse, but there should be communication. Listen to your intuition. Expressing your wants and needs around the situation could be helpful. Slow and steady wins the race, but communication comes in and you may see one another soon. Maggie, work for February of 26. Work looks good. You may have good news coming in. You're feeling less stressed, or the weight of the world has slipped off your shoulders. More money is coming in. Teamwork is favored and an old wound is healing. You should be okay. What's my favorite color? Like for painting my nails, I don't usually paint my nails because first of all, my hands are really ugly and I have no nails and I never did. But when I do paint them, I guess I kind of like to go along with whatever the season is. I don't know. I'm a contrast person. So I like things that are like in contrast, you know, like I don't know. I guess last time I did my nails, like I had them done. This was so stupid. I had them done red because I was in the ice show and it was Tuesday, I think I had them done, and the show was on Tuesday. And by the time I got into the rink, they were already chipped. Nobody can see my nails. It's fine. But it was Christmas, so I wanted them to be, I was wearing green, so I got my fingers done red. But I don't usually do I usually do bolder colors. Wow, what a shock, right? Like I'll do dark blue or I'll do green, pink sometimes. I like pearly, sparkly colors like a kid. Sometimes around Christmas time, I'll do sparkly gold or sparkly silver with blue. My mom hated blue and silver, but I love blue and silver. My grandmother liked blue and silver. So it's like every time I put up blue and silver, like I hear my mom, like she's like, I fucking hate blue and silver. Yeah, green. Like green and red were Christmas colors, but my mom always used the color was Dusty Rose. That was the color of our upstairs Christmas tree. The downstairs one, because it was black and white down there, was a white tree with red lights. I liked it. I probably liked it better than the Dusty Rose one. Was a little more traditional with traditional ribbons. But we never, when I was really little, we did. We didn't have like the crazy colors or the crazy ornaments. My brother's is like that. And I like that too. I really can't argue with anything that's lighting up and sparkling because, you know, I like all that. Anyway, this has totally gotten away from the nails and my favorite color. But you probably would never catch me with like neutral colors like tan, beige, gray. Probably never. Unless somebody told me I had to do it for a specific reason, I wouldn't choose those colors. Shruthi, Surisha's current feelings towards me. May find you to be somebody who is smart, intelligent, courageous, independent, hardworking, kind, compassionate, a loyal friend. Lucky energy between Jay and me. Energy is good, grounded and stable, slow and steady, but moving forward. Listen to your intuition. New beginnings are on the horizon. Pretty positive. Raymond, do you still see my ex reaching out to me this month? And what will her approach be like? What will she say? She's probably going to reach out to you. If not this month, soon. It's on the horizon. And she's probably going to like test the waters to see if you're willing to speak to her. If you're willing to speak to her, she's going to try to love bomb you. I don't know exactly what she's going to say, but Irene, can you tell me what will happen in the next 3 months? General for the next 3 months? General for the next 3 months. For the next 3 months, you've got life changes for you for the better quickly, and you're making decisions that push life forward. Life comes into balance. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Maybe spending time with an Aries. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on, and you may have some money coming in. Finances may be improving. Mariana, money for December. Money for December. December looks okay. You have growth, change, and transformation. Your luck is changing. 9 of Pentacles is usually earned income. Money's coming in, money's going out. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Not bad. Not bad. You'll be all right. Come on, what's coming in this week? What's coming in this week? You've got disappointments or heartaches or healing and moving into the past. You could be planning travel. You may be feeling ambitious. Should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Listen to your intuition. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. New beginnings are on the horizon. You may have good news that comes in around work, school, or business. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Luck is changing for the better. Not bad. Oh, yeah, it's Barracuda. I think it's a 71. Barracuda is my favorite. Miriam, general for December. For December, you've got feeling ambitious, be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. You have money coming in. Finances could be improving. You've got the Empress bringing in love and money or more of it, and you're no longer holding yourself back. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or receive good news. Maybe spending time with water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Tibet, when will another B2 model become available? I really want this apartment. Got a 9 around it. Between 1 and 9. I'm going to say soon because you got the swords here. Maybe within the next 1 to 9 weeks, or maybe within the month. You got happiness coming in around it too. It should be soon. I don't think it's going to take a long time. And I think you'll be able to get it because you got the sun around it. Macy, general for the day. For the day, you've got the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past. Maybe spending time with water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Could hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. No longer holding yourself back, making decisions that push life forward. Pretty good. Kriti, next action from Akshay towards me. Things look a little slow with the Knight of Pentacles. It depends where you guys are in your relationship. I would say there could be communication that's coming in, but things look slow or sporadic. If you want to see something change, I would take the initiative rather than wait on him. Pearl, I don't do the twin flame thing. I don't believe in it. I think it's I think that people that are interested in the twin flame thing are really feeling limerence towards somebody. So you can ask a different question, or you can find somebody that will answer that question. But I don't encourage that. Brenda, general for today and tonight. For today and tonight, you may have a new job or business opportunity coming in, bringing in money and success. Weight of the world slips off your shoulders, and you may be spending time with a Leo. If there's no Leo around, stepping into your strength and self-confidence could lead you towards success. And then you have anxiety easing and moving into the past. Listen to your intuition. Oh my God, Mel. No, they're working on our buildings. They're destroying our building. I'm going to hell. No, the guys are doing nice work. I can't. The work that they're doing, they're nice. They're doing it well. It's clean. I just don't like it. I don't like it at all. I think it's. Anyway, I don't like the look of it. I don't like the color of it. I think that it's a total downgrade, but nobody cares what I think. I expressed it several times, and I was outvoted. I'm always outvoted. I must be the asshole. I just can't understand it. Anyway. So the sounds that you're hearing are them destroying our English tutor and making it look like a warehouse. Goodbye, English tutor. Hello, warehouse. Did I lose my spot? No, here we go. Liz, general between me and the Pisces for December. General between now and December. You've got communication coming in, and there is room for growth, change, and transformation. But set boundaries. Expressing your wants and needs around the situation may be helpful. You may feel like things have come to a slowdown, or you may choose to slow things down. But there is room for growth, change, and transformation. Don't be afraid to express your wants and needs, and don't settle for less than you want or desire as far as this is concerned. Especially if something doesn't sit right with you. That's okay, Pearl. That's okay. Thought it was Cyrus snoring? Yeah. No, they're drilling. They're drilling into the real stucco. The real cement building. They're drilling into it. Anyway. Lita, who and what is coming towards me soon? Who and what is coming towards me soon? You got money coming in. Finances could be improving. Success around work, school, or business when you listen to your intuition. Fire comes in. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You've got paying off a bill of debt or a loan, lay down the law, set boundaries that'll serve you well. And then you're walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Not bad. Not bad. You know what? These aren't rentals. That's the problem. There, there's some of them are rentals, like, but they're not. It's not like they're all individually owned. But we're the board, right? So it's like it's different. Like I've lived in other places. Like I don't know if these other people have lived in other places, but I've lived in other townhouses. And the other townhouses, I've said it before, they're made like shit. They look nice, but they're made like shit. Like you could hear the people next door. Like you could be upstairs. Like they're built different. Like they were built, like even the ones next door have several levels, but like they're not solid. Like if I ran down the stairs, the whole building would shake. This building is cement. It's built really well. This building was built, I think, in 84 or 86. So I think it was before they started throwing townhouses up like cheap. And they're all individually owned. Now, all of the places that I lived in prior to this had a board, and that board wasn't on site. Like they weren't your neighbors. They were a board. Who they were, we don't know. But they had all these really ridiculous rules. Like one place that I lived in, if you lived there, you could, I don't know, one place you couldn't park in the driveway. You had to park in visitors. The other place you weren't allowed to park in visitors if you had a driveway. I don't know. They had these rules. And then there was, if your garbage can had to be in by a certain time, otherwise you would get a fine. But what if you worked late? Like what if your job was from 3 to 9 and you weren't home at 5? Stupidity. Anyway. And they weren't on site. So those people, we didn't own it, we rented. But they're also individually owned. So your landlord would just be like anybody. Like the girl downstairs rented out her place when she was living elsewhere for a while, and she was the landlord. There was no like landlord to go to. But the board members, like I'm on the board and I voiced my opinion, but they had decided this before I got on the board. It's just taken them years to do it. And they're saying, oh, it's going to increase the property value. I think it's going to decrease the property value, but like I know that it's more expensive to have the board elsewhere, right? But are those people educated? Because we're just regular people. Like I don't know what needs to be done. Like I don't know what needs to be upgraded or fixed. I'm just a regular person, this isn't my field. But I do come from a family, like my great-grandfather was a stone carver. Like that's how he was able to come to the United States, because they needed stone carvers. My father's an artist. My uncle is he's also an artist, but he did stained glass work. So these are people that work with materials. And they're like, my father's like, you got to be crazy to be putting that over stucco. There's nothing wrong with the stucco. If the stucco is damaged, it would be different. But that's what it is. It's a quick fix for damage, but we don't have damage. Anyway, so I think now it makes us look like the other cheap places that it actually looks like a warehouse, because I don't think that what they're doing is meant for the way that this building is constructed. Like this building is not constructed tall. It's an English Tudor. So it looks like a big warehouse now. And anyway, enough of my ranting. But yeah, if people can't sell them. Thing is that here it's like, I don't even know why people would want to be buying in New York. Everything is so expensive. This 1-bedroom place appraised for over $300,000. I mean, it's crazy. Who one person is going to come and buy this for $300,000? And you don't have any land. Anyway, I'll just shut my mouth and continue, because there's nothing I can do about it anyway. B, for the rest of the week. For the rest of the week. For the rest of the week, you have a disappointment heals and moves into the past. You have a wish that comes true. You may be spending time with the Pisces. You could have money coming in, finances may be improving. If you recently had an argument or a scuffle with someone, it should resolve itself and move into the past. You're no longer holding yourself back. Life is moving forward. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, it's the homeowners association. We vote, the board votes, but the homeowners don't, because as a homeowner, you only own from the inside out. You don't own the outside of the building. So it's just the board that makes these decisions. But like I said, if you're not educated, right? And I'm not educated. My father told me, he's like, that wood rotted because it should have been being treated every 5 years. I've never seen them treat the wood. But I wouldn't know that if nobody told me. And that was the big gripe, that people were complaining that the wood was rotting. Not all of it, but in some places it was rotting. And the first guy that came, or one of the guys that came, he said, what you should do is take down all the wood, paint the buildings, and put up fresh wood. And I was like, that's what we should do. And it would have been much cheaper. But they're like, well, the wood rots. And my father's like, it took 40 years for the wood to rot. And if they'd been treating it, it wouldn't have rotted. But we're regular people that don't know that. You know, it's like, if you're not got to maintain something and nobody ever told you that, you know, how would you know? I mean, we know the grass needs to be cut, but we don't know. I wouldn't have known that the wood needed to be treated. Anyway. Oh, Sarah, we're good. How are you? How are you? Liz, love for December. Love for December. Love for December looks okay. You may have choices and options. You're no longer holding yourself back. Any relationship that you enter or situation should be like mutual or well functioning. Maybe spending time with the Sagittarius. You may have air here, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You're not looking back on the past, and the hard work you put into love comes back to you. Listen to your intuition and walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Not bad. Not bad. Elizabeth, General. Anxiety eases and moves into the past, and life begins to move forward. You've got new beginnings on the horizon. You've got the world at your feet. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Life begins to move forward. Money comes in, finances improve, and you may find that you have choices and options around social activity. Well, we don't own the outside because they want it all to be like, I can't, my front door has to be painted brown, and Tudor brown, that's the name. So if I replace my front door, I have to paint that door Tudor brown, and so that they all stay in uniform. Like, they didn't want people coming in here and having different colored doors or stained glass windows or anything like that. You can get a different door. Like, some people have that window, which I love that window, you know, that window up top, and some of them have it like frosted. Some people have it, I don't have a window at all. Some people have it like a big cutout with like frosted glass, and they're a little different, but they all have to be painted brown. And there used to be more rules, or people wanted to, certain board members years ago wanted to make rules like Christmas decorations had to be up from this date to that date, but we did away with all that. I mean, it's pretty lenient here as far as like those type of rules. But yeah, we don't own the outside, so we can't like alter the appearance of it so that it all stays in uniform, which I guess is good, because I mean, look, no matter who you talk to, everyone's going to have a different opinion. I like green, you like blue. Even with the siding, we were thinking, me and the one girl thought that maybe green, like a sage green, would be nice. I think it would be better than the color that they picked. But then they were like, no, so-and-so wanted it this color, and it's more neutral, and less people can argue about it, which I don't really agree with, because I don't like it. So what difference does it make? Whatever color you choose, someone's not going to like it. But, you know, you can't put up like crazy things outside. Like you couldn't put up like a swing set. We don't own the land out there. It's like for everybody. You could put up a swing and then take it in when you come home. You know, like when Avery was little and we were during COVID in that summer, I would park her stroller out front and I would put it out there in the morning. We would use it throughout the day. And as long as I brought it in at night, it was fine. I couldn't leave it overnight. Which is good because you don't want the place to look like garbage. Everybody's got shit outside. But yeah, it also means that we don't have control over what happens. But we do have to replace our own windows. If the windows go, they don't take care of that. But they take care of everything else, like the landscaping, the snow plowing, shoveling. So there's definitely pros and cons to living in a place like this. I mean, I'm going off on a big tangent. I mean, I like it because there's always people around. Like, one time the babysitter didn't show up for Avery. And my neighbor was walking her dog and she's like, oh, I'll take care of Avery. Like, there's always somebody here. And I've been living here so long, I would know everybody, that if I had to run out and, oh, could you watch Avery for 10 minutes, I could leave her with someone. But I also like the idea of being far away from people. And not having to deal with people. And there's a lot of catty bullshit that goes on, which is kind of funny too at the same time. RK, upcoming week. Slow and steady wins the race, but you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to this week. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or receive good news. And then you have paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan could make you feel relief. You may be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Don't look back on the past. Life is moving forward. Shaho, love reading. You could have new love coming in if you're not with anyone right now. Romance brings in cause for celebration. If you're with someone, current relationship should be functioning well. Not with anyone, new energy comes in. Maybe fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Could be water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Although Cancer and Scorpio come up the strongest, you may have options. Life is moving forward. Not bad. Shraddha, there is pause between NM and DM. Will things get better or end it? There is pause between NDM. What exactly is it? Are they two people that are in a relationship? Or, yeah, well, I need a little more information. And Lourdes, work for the next 48. Work for the next 48. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Life is coming into balance and feeling ambitious. You should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Success comes in around work, school, or business. Money comes in, finances improve. You got the world at your feet. Not bad. Not bad. Amy, for the next 48 hours for Sunny. Next 48, Empress is bringing in love and money or more of it, and the hard work that this person puts into work, school, or business comes back and pays off. They've got either something nice happening around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading their home, or with the Empress, they could be taking a personal relationship to the next level. Disappointment is healing and moving into the past. Slow and steady wins the race, but life is moving forward on solid ground. Mountain, I can feel this woman praying and her words towards me from her judgment. I have smoked out the house twice now. She is crazy, insistent about this, and I am planning to talk to RD, but I can't bring it up that I can feel her do it. Yeah, he would freak. What other things can I do for deflection? You know what? I would just leave that part out and say exactly how you feel. That you know, that you're feeling like it's overstepping boundaries. This is not something that you want to be part of right now. I would just leave that part about feeling it and just say like what you know, like what's fact. I mean, you could even say, I'm sure that she's praying, you know, because that's like what she does. Like rather than saying, I feel it, kind of saying that it would be, I would assume it because that's her thing. I mean, people got to stop pushing this shit on other people. Really. I'm outvoted all the time. But I'm also not a good business person. So like a lot of the things that I vote against, like I kind of vote because I feel like it might be in the best interest of the person. And I know that you know, there was a situation, I'm not going to give too much detail only because if anybody's watching, like I don't care if they hear that I don't like the building, but I don't want to get into people's business. There was a situation where I felt like this family had a good spot here. Like I felt like it was cheap and affordable for them. And I felt like they were kind of forced out. And I didn't feel like, I mean, I understand what they were saying and they did make good points. And we did give them plenty of time. But that's a kind of a different scenario than the usual scenarios here. But I felt like there was no reason, like they didn't do anything wrong. But anyway, yeah. So I was the only one that. Pearl, what are Calvin's true feelings for me? We're in a relationship. May find you to be somebody who is grounded, stable, loyal, and kind. May find you to be strong, confident, and like strong, confident, hardworking, successful, loyal, optimistic. Pretty good. Sarah, should I buy that D&K berry balm, or would it be a waste of money? It's better to save money. I'm trying to save more, but I really want it too. It looks so good. I think you could buy it. Cards indicate like it's not that big of a difference. Is it like not that expensive? Or maybe it depends. I mean, do you have 5,000 lip balms? Because if you do, then don't buy it. But if you're like not like crazy about lipsticks, like my friend is, I would say, yeah, there's no reason why I can't buy it. Cosetta, I'm okay. How are you? Can you please do a general on what's coming towards me this month? Sure. For this month, you've got feeling ambitious, be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Perseverance pays off. Feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Money comes in, finances improve. Maybe spending time with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. A disappointment or a heartache is healing and moving into the past. And you might be feeling like ambitious. You should be able to accomplish whatever it is you set your mind to. Liz, how will RM feel once I'm gone for good? He may be disappointed. He may be disappointed. But as of right now, he doesn't believe that you're gone. So I don't know where you guys are in the situation, but he kind of feels like you're waiting on him. So it's going to take time before he realizes that you're actually gone. Like you're going to need to move forward with your life first before he realizes that. That's true. We have more control than other people. It's also cheaper to have us that they don't really pay us anything. Like they pay us $50 a month, which is nothing for what we do. And yeah. It's not worth it. But it's worth it if you want to make decisions. But if you get voted out all the time. I mean, yeah, like it's good. Like it's good for a lot of reasons. Like they replace the roofs, right? The roofs are thousands and thousands of dollars. I mean, they did that about 10 years, but they do it, you know? And it wouldn't be something that I would know needed to be done. I just don't know. I don't know that kind of stuff. John Holmes, week ahead for me. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. A wish comes true. You may have choices and options that come in around social activity. Could be spending time with an earth sign. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Life may change for you for the better quickly, and you may have something nice that happens around business. Elizabeth, love for December. Love for December. Love for December looks pretty good. You've got choices and options coming in if you're not with anyone. Aquarius, Pisces. Teamwork is favored or cooperation and compromise. Anxiety is easing and moving into the past. Listen to your intuition. Cause for celebration comes in. Exploring your options leads to success if you're not with anyone right now. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and so does anxiety. If you're currently with someone, you may have a wish come true around your current relationship. Not bad. Sudeshni, will my operation go well in January? Yeah, it should go well. Lady Sunshine, cards for December. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan can make you feel relief. Life comes into balance. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Could be planning travel, possibly a road trip. Could be spending time with a Cancer. Feeling ambitious to be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. You'll have choices and options around social activity. Maybe a busy month. No, and I didn't mean energetically. I meant energetically with other methods of deflection. I noticed the physical manifestations with little things because of the conflict in energy, and I'm so over this. You mean to stop her from her energy being around you, and the saging isn't working? I would wear a black crystal. I would wear a black crystal. I would also, what you can do, what one of my friends used to tell me to do, even before I like taught yoga so that I didn't pick up other people's shit. She's like, just stand anywhere and imagine roots growing from your bottom of one of your feet, the right foot, through the top, your right side body, the top of your head, and coming down to the left and growing into the ground, and surround yourself in like a clear white light. Like put up a shield. Because then honestly, I'm indecisive because I started training and coding program. I don't know why if I apply for a job as a speech therapist, because I don't know if I can do both. I know it's a lot, but I would try it. If you're with anything, like the way that I feel, it's just my opinion. If you take on too much, you can always cut back on something. Like if you decided that you wanted to do the coding full time, there's no reason why you couldn't do speech therapy part time. If you get in and they like you and you're successful and people, if somebody's getting something out of it, they may let you do it once a week or twice a week. Or you may be able to do it when you're on vacation from the other place, you know? Like I think pursuing it is a good idea. You could always cut back or leave something. Pianchan, I had a dream today where I saw a fire sign sister expired. I'm in no contact with her for a long time because of her negative outlook towards life. Does this dream have some meaning? What do you see? No, I don't think it's like a predictive dream. I think it may have something to do with old fears around the situation. I mean, it could have a lot of psychological things. Like it could be that to you, she's no longer exists because you don't have her in your life. It also could be a fear that something could happen. And do I want things to end this way? Like, but I don't think it's anything that's predictive as of right now. Metal Rain, will Ileana agree to rehab? Yeah, she may. She may. It looks like she's got a long road ahead of her, though. Tourmaline or Obsidian? Perfect. Either one. Osim Stowe. Will there be some bonding with my neighbor? The name begins with a D. Lawyer. That could happen, but you may have to be the one to initiate it. All right, I got to run to the bathroom. I'll be right back, and I'm going to fill up my coffee cup. I'll be right back. You awake? Oh, you are. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. I almost got stuck there in the doorway. You're a handsome guy. Do you want me to put the blanket over you? You chilly? Put this blanket on. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Oh. I turned the lamp around. That's all right. It's okay. I got to throw out that other lamp. It's broken. Sweetie, do my guides want me to talk to Themba RK? He just texted me on WhatsApp. Your guides don't want you to do anything. You have to make that decision. So you have to figure out what it is that you want from this situation. The only thing that the cards can tell you is that if you're undecided, don't make any decisions until you're ready. What is it that you want from the situation? Because things look a little stagnant and this person looks a little bit emotionally unavailable. If you feel like this is a situation that has gone nowhere, don't bother. If you feel like you want to put more effort into it, that's your choice. But the guides or the cards or anybody, they can't tell you what to do. You have free will here and you have to make the decision. Alina, messages from the universe. New beginnings are on the horizon that could lead you to success. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, and a wish comes true. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Life moves forward. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Slow and steady wins the race. Negativity moves into the past. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Lady Sunshine, cards for December. Cards for December. Cards for December, you have the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. No longer feeling stuck or stagnant. Life is moving forward. Maybe spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. A new journey begins. Feeling ambitious, be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Money comes in, finances improve. Explore, what does Anju think of me? I still feel attached to him. He may find you to be somebody who is like a loyal friend, somebody who is grounded and stable, but things are out of balance between the two of you, and he definitely feels that out of balance kind of a thing. He may think that you're smart, intelligent, and successful. Red, why is Bill popping up? You may run into this person or hear from them. There may be news coming in around this person. Their life may be moving forward, or they may be planning travel, and I don't know if you're going to hear about it or they're going to tell you about it. But there may be, it may even be gossip that you hear about this person. Nav, general for December. General for December. Life moves forward towards greener pastures when you're clear about your wants and needs. You have a new journey that begins. The world is at your feet. You may be planning travel. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or receive good news. You might feel relief around like career moving forward. Shar, general. Shar, general. You have a wish that comes true. You have a relief coming in around work, school, or business. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Lay down the law, set boundaries. It'll serve you well. A new journey begins. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Maybe spending time with the water sign. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. You have the world at your feet. Anthony, currently single. About my next S with ladies. What do you say? A disappointment heals and moves into the past, and life can move forward with a Gemini. You do have commitment coming in. Now, you may be hearing from somebody you're hoping to hear from. Slow and steady wins the race, but you also have a Capricorn here and possibly a Leo. Exploring your options leads to success. Somebody may make you an offer at some point that will be hard to turn down, and that may be over the next couple of weeks. Twinkle and Maggie I answered for. Am I right? I'm pretty sure I did. Space Hippie General. Anxiety eases and moves into the past, and life begins to move forward, making decisions that push life forward towards greener pastures. There's relief that comes in around like feeling grounded and stable around finances as well. Lay down the law, set boundaries if you feel like somebody is overstepping. Somebody may make you an offer around work, school, or business that would be hard to turn down. If you recently had an argument or a disagreement with someone, it should resolve itself and move into the past. Naswell, Anand, stay loyal to me or deceive me. I can't answer that because at some point, like, everybody's deceitful. So it's like, I can't say this person is never going to deceive you. That's just unrealistic. And at some point, things tend to fall apart. So you could ask a different question. Comment, I'm writing down everything I genuinely feel for my annual review with my boss. How do you think that my boss will react to it? Do you think it could backfire or cause any problems? I don't think so. If you say it in a nice way and express exactly how you're feeling and you're writing it down and you're not just like outraged, screaming and yelling, I think it'll be fine. Like, it's like setting boundaries, expressing yourself, listening to your intuition through communication brings in a wish that comes true that could lead you to a new journey. I always think it's a good idea to express how you feel. It's, sometimes it's the way you come across, rather than saying, hey, you're a fucking idiot. You could say that in a different way. And I think it's a good idea that you're writing everything down because it'll give you a chance to put it into better words. Use better words. Yeah, I think it'll be okay. Susie, love for this week. Love for this week looks okay. It's a little slow. Exploring your options leads to success around love, but slow and steady wins the race. Could be spending time with fire. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Listen to your intuition and express your wants and needs around love, and things could move forward even if it is a little slow. Red, why is Bill popping up? Oh, I answered that. I said... you may run into him, you could see him, you may hear news about him, or somebody may be telling you something about him. He could be planning travel, or there may be news around travel. You can ask a different question if you want. Pretty Elephant. Will Precious find out about the son I have with my baby daddy? Yeah, eventually. Dakota, messages from Tarot. Feeling grounded and stable. You may be feeling like teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Life begins to move forward. Listen to your intuition. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You have anxiety easing and moving into the past. Life is moving forward. New beginnings on the horizon that could lead you to success around work, school, or business, and you may be feeling a little more financially secure. Pretty good. Is there anyone here that I haven't answered for? Red, enrollment update for MC's citizenship. Things look like they're moving forward. Perseverance brings things forward and into balance. Perseverance pays off and life could change for the better quickly. So it may be the kind of thing where this person may have to wait a while, but then things change for the better quickly. I'm going to say that you may see something change within like, maybe like the next 3 months or so. I am Naya, general for the month of December. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities, take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Maybe feeling a little bit more financially secure when you pay off a bill, a debt, or a loan. A new journey is on the horizon, and you may be working on a new creative project or creative hobby. How is this coffee? Is it like burnt ass? It's been sitting there. It's okay. A little on the weak side today. Davey, what does tarot want me to know? The hard work you put into work, school, or business comes back and pays off. Maybe spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or possibly a Scorpio. Life is coming into balance. You have a new journey that begins. Teamwork and perseverance pays off around like work, school, business. Money is coming in. Finances are improving. Your coffee's weak too? Yeah, what's going on? What's going on with the weak ass coffee? Clairvoyant, next serious relationship. Maybe coming in sometime over the spring, like the March time frame, March, April. It could be with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. New beginnings are on the horizon, so it's probably somebody new. Empress is bringing in love and money or more of it. When life changes, it changes for the better quickly. Perseverance pays off. Set boundaries, express your wants and needs, and life moves forward. Is there anybody else here I haven't answered for? Amy, for the next 48. For the next 48, perseverance pays off around work, school, or business. And then you may be feeling like coming up with an idea for a side business or a side hustle that could pay off. If you started it, it would be successful, big picture. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. Old wounds heal and move into the past, maybe spending time with an Aries. Money comes in, finances improve. And if you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Yeah, I know, Davey. Things will start to move forward. Mountain, I think it's my taste buds, but others too. I feel like I have to make my coffee so strong to have it taste good. My grandmother used to, oh, she was so funny. She would stay, it's not a Holiday Inn anymore, but it was a Holiday Inn down the street when she came up from Florida. And you know how they have the little coffee things in the room? She would use 2 pouches for 1 pot. My dad told me that when he was little, like when he was like 3, she used to make him get up and put the coffee on for her. And it was a percolator pot. And I guess we never had percolator, or if we did, I don't remember. Like there's like a little glass top, and it would, I guess the coffee would go up there when it was ready. And she would make him call me when it turns brown. Can you imagine? Two pouches for the Keurig. That's so funny. Nav, work for this month. Work for this month looks good. You have good news coming in. The solution to a problem is in front of you. Things are moving forward. You're no longer holding yourself back. You may receive good news. A disappointment is healing and moving into the past. Pretty good. We had my brother has one for black coffee. I don't know if other people call it black coffee, but we called it black coffee, which was really Italian coffee that we would have like after like Sunday dinner. Like we wouldn't have it every day. And it was like the metal pot where, I don't know, you flip it over or something. I don't know. I never used it myself. My brother has one. And you put it on the stove. I still have the regular drip pot. I know everybody's got the Keurig one or whatever it's called, but I'm still using the same old pot. And I'll make a big pot of it and just use it as I go. And I'll drink it cold. I don't care. Oh, you know that one that you put on the stove and then you flip it over, right? Coffee was like rocket fuel, yeah. Yeah, I don't know why my family would call the Italian coffee black coffee and then the regular coffee brown coffee. Why? I don't know. But that's how we deciphered. Joe, you want black coffee? No, Gloria, I'll have brown. Instant panic attacks, yeah. And then we would have that on Sunday night with fennel. My grandma, it looks like celery. Like people that don't know it, it's anise. But people don't know it, they're like, it looks like celery. It's not celery, it's anise. And if you don't like it, you hate it because it tastes like licorice. And I love black licorice. They're very offended when people don't like black licorice. Like licorice anisette. The anisette or the Zambuca went in the black coffee. But it was only a Sunday night thing. I love black licorice too. Here's a story. Want to hear this story? How do I remember this? I must have been traumatized. There was, not too far from here, an Alexander's. I don't know if that's like if it was a chain or what. But Alexander's was in New Jersey, and I remember my grandmother and my mother always wanted to go to it. And it really wasn't that far away. Like I drove much further into New Jersey to teach yoga, so I don't know what the big deal was about going to Alexander's, but we were little. My brother was teething, so what was he, a year old maybe, a year and a half, and we went to Alexander's, and my brother was crying all day. He was miserable. And I remember my mom giving him black licorice to chew on. Anyhow, we get back out to the car, and it turns out somebody broke into the car, tried to steal it. And the ignition thing had been like, you could see that like somebody, like it was pulled off and it was kind of hanging. So some guy came over to help us get the ignition in so my mother could get the key in so that we could leave. And I remember thinking that's the guy that did it. I don't know if that's true, but... And my mother was so upset. And I was creeped out. And all I could remember, feel was like, don't let this guy in the car. Like, this is the guy that did it. He's responsible for it. I don't remember like how that guy know to come over. Like I just know that my brother was crying, I was uneasy, and I remember when we got home, my uncle was a mechanic, so she called him and he came over to fix it. And my father has no recollection of this story. My father also doesn't remember the Dodge Dart that he drove. And I'm like, it was gold. It had that little window that you opened up and you would put your cigarettes out. And I'm like, it was dusty. He's like, I never had a Dodge Dart that was gold. He's like, I had a red one. And I'm like, it wasn't red, it was gold. And then he makes me, I asked my uncle, and my uncle's like, oh yeah, I remember it was red. I'm like, it wasn't red, it was gold. They think it may have been my grandfather's. And my grandfather and my father and my uncle all worked like in like the same area. And my father drove a truck for work. So it could be possible that he would take my grandfather's car home at night. Because like we lived like within like a mile of each other. But anyhow. Queen Libra, will Kai ever reach out to me? You could hear from this person at some point. It might take time. If you want to speak to them, I would suggest reaching out to them. But if you really don't want to, you're going to hear, you'll hear from him at some point. Maybe he probably seen her come and felt shitty with all the kids crying. Maybe. And my grandmother, who back in the day, I mean, my grandmother always was like dolled up, but was really over the top then. He probably saw her coming and was like, I'm not fucking with this one. Kira T, I answered for you already. Shireen for next week. You've got choices and options that come in. A wish could come true. Making decisions that push life forward towards greener pastures. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. And you'll be feeling like a little bit more financially secure. Pretty good. Sure, Mira. Must have been thinking wrong car. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. My grandmother reminded me when I was really little, I thought that she was Dolly Parton. She didn't have like big boobs and a tiny waist or like anything like that. But like with the blonde hair and the blue eyeshadow. Let me see. Okay. Oh, it's going to bring me to eBay? What is it, for a picture? Well, my grandmother wouldn't have, she didn't have this body. But she definitely had that hair in the makeup. My grandmother's hair wasn't that long, but you get the idea. Get the idea. If I come across a picture, I'll show you guys. This was my mom's mom. Yeah, I would say she was probably a little bit more like this. Yeah, the guy was probably like, oh, God, got to get away. And they were probably screaming and hysterical. Oh, John, I answered for you already. Mira, can you ask how New Jeans do career-wise in the next coming months? How will New Jeans do career-wise in the upcoming months? Is New Jeans a person's name, or are you asking me about how like New Jeans will sell? It's a group. Okay. How will the New Jeans group do over the next upcoming months? Could be good. The Magician is here. The ability to manifest new opportunities that bring in growth, change, and transformation for the better. New beginnings lead to success with more money coming in. It should do well. It should do well. No, nobody ever read in my family. I kind of think that the intuitive side comes from my father's side, because I told you about the faces. Did I tell you about that? Although I never spoke about it with my mother. I never really thought anything about this. Never. But when I go to sleep at night and I shut my eyes, I tend to see people's faces. And they kind of like come into existence and then like kind of like evaporate almost. And I always thought, like I kind of thought that everybody had that happen. And I thought, they must be like people that passed over, and I must be at that place where you're not really asleep but you're not really awake, like that kind of place, and that's why I'm able to see them. And I really thought everybody could see them. And somehow I mentioned it to my father, and he said that that happens to him too, but he thinks that there are people that he's seen throughout the day, Like maybe he saw them in the grocery store, or he saw them at the gas station, and his mind is like replaying that, which that could be true too. So it was one day, it was like a Christmas, and it was like a quiet Christmas, and I was at my brother's house, and I brought that up, and my brother and sister-in-law were like, what are you talking about? That's crazy. And my nephew was little, he was like maybe 7 or 8, and he was like, I have that happen to me too. And I was like, see? And then, like, both of them were like, what? And he was like, yeah, when I go to sleep at night and I shut my eyes, I see faces. And they're all kinds of faces. They could be little children, they could be old people, but they're not people that I know. Mauna, oh my God, used to have similar in the face. It was come right up to my face. Yes. And when I'm really tired and in a suspended state, I think, me too. I do too. And they seem to be good. They don't seem to be evil. They seem to be pleasant. And it seems to be a very pleasant atmosphere. Like almost like purpley, pinky, yellow in the like atmosphere. That's why, and I think that kids are very, very intuitive naturally. When Avery says something, I listen. Like, how many times I'll say, is there anybody I have an answer for? And she'll say, yeah. And there really is one person. Or she'll say no, and there's nobody. Like, how would she know that? So I do, and I don't want her to lose that. That's why I try to encourage it. Like, even like if I say things like something about me, and I'll say, oh, but do you think that that's true? She'll say, yeah, oh, I think that's true. Or she'll say that she doesn't think it's true, but I always try to go with what she says. I don't want her to lose that. I don't want it to get kind of squashed. They could also be from dimensions like trying to contact always. Yeah. Oh, it didn't scare me when I was a kid. No, I thought it was something that happened to everybody. Isabella for tomorrow. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. Life comes into balance. May reconnect with an old friend or someone you haven't seen in a while. Weight of the world slips off your shoulders, and then you may feel like somebody makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Listen to your intuition. New beginnings are on the horizon. Not bad. Sarah, I see scary faces a lot when I close my eyes. What's that about? It may be the same kind of thing. It may be the same kind of thing. If you can, send those away. Tell them not to come back, the scary ones. Yeah, the world does try to diminish intuition, yeah. Yeah, I do take her out to the earth. I do. And we have a lot of nature around. Like, we have a state park over here, and then we're not far from the river, and we have a creek over here right between us and the other complex. No, my grandmother from my father's side was a witch, and my mother was a channeler, and still sees dead people even though she's Christian now. Okay. See, that's the thing. Like, I don't believe that. Like, even if you're a Christian, like, I don't see how it goes against Christianity if you do tarot cards or you see dead people or you connect. Like, I don't understand that. I think that that's part of like the man-made religion. Like, you can't be intuitive because then you're not going to listen to us. Like, if your intuition tells you not to do something, you're not going to listen to us if we tell you to do it. I don't feel like the two things have to be the opposite. Like, we get all these Christian people in here that are like, oh, you're going to hell. I don't believe that, because I don't believe the cards are evil, and I don't believe that Jesus would think that they were evil. We're not praying to the cards. We're not asking the cards to bring us gifts. We're just looking for guidance, and it's just energy. I don't feel like it's any different than asking somebody for advice. So I don't really understand. I think that is man-made. You're going to listen to us. You're going to do what we say. And if you don't do it, then you're going to go to hell. And I just don't believe that. Just like I remember When I was like very religious as a kid, I wasn't even that young. I was maybe a teenager. I had a cross on Brandy, my dog Brandy, and one of the neighbors was like, "That dog can't wear a cross. That she can't profess her love." And in my head, it's like, if anybody's getting into heaven, right? The dog is, because the dog's never done a bad thing in her life. I mean, maybe she's eaten a couple of things she wasn't supposed to. She got into the cookies a couple of times, took chocolate off the Christmas tree. But did she ever really do something sinful? No. So why would I believe that God would create animals that are so pure and innocent and he wouldn't accept them into heaven? But he's going to take me? Really? That was jealous and put gum in my friend's doll's hair because I couldn't have it? But I'm going to heaven? Like, that never resonated with me. But I feel like a lot of religions, it's like meant to control the herd. But that's just my opinion. Mountain in native ways, they don't look poorly on one part of yourself. Like, you can be native traditional and also have white ancestors and can connect with them as well. I agree with all that. Sarah, in fact, you're indeed helping others through the cards if you can see clarity in a situation. I agree. And the secret of manifesting is evil when Jesus taught it. Right. Manifesting, I don't believe is evil. I don't believe asking for money is evil either. I mean, whatever it is that you need the money for, right? Say you just want to have a lot of money, you want to buy a big house. Why is that evil? I mean, it might not be the answer to happiness, but it may be a lesson that you need to learn, right? What happens if you want to go out and you want to buy a fancy car? Why is that evil? It's not. Would you be a better person if you choose a Honda over a Lamborghini? I mean, I don't understand it. If you want something and that's important to you, I don't feel that it's evil. I mean, if you killed somebody for it, that's different. That's evil, but I don't see anything wrong with it. Mountain, I scryed to see if there was really a hell more than once, and I'll give you one guess. The answer, no. See, I think with manifesting, just like with success, which is why I will promote other people on my channel, because I don't feel like helping somebody hurts me. I feel like helping somebody helps me. I hate it when people are like, don't talk about other people. Why? Why can't we help each other? Why can't we all be successful? Why can't we all watch each other's shit? I don't see why not. I just can't get behind that mentality. It's like, we're here to help one another. Well, why are we gatekeeping? Like, for what reason? I ask for money every day and refuse. Yeah, I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Just like I don't think there's anything wrong with getting a boob job, or, I think that you, in this life, you do what makes you happy. I mean, we're not here that long. If you want big boobs, then go and get them, if you want to have, whatever it is, whatever floats your boat. I mean, do it. Like my friend, she always say, oh, you like that dress? You got nowhere to go? Wear it around the house. I mean, she's right. Like, why do you have to have somewhere to go? Like, I dress like this just because it's comfortable. But I could wear some, if I wanted to buy something nice, like she would say to me all the time, what do you need somewhere to go? But I grew up different. Like, I told you the story about my mom with the silk skirt. Hurt my feelings. We were at Joyce Leslie. Anybody remember Joyce Leslie? And I picked up it was a long, like, ankle length lilac silk skirt. It was $17. I remember, $17. And when I got online behind my mother, she's like, where are you going in that? And she was right. Where was I going in that? I worked in a grocery store. And I didn't buy it. Like, I was kind of embarrassed. Like, where am I going in it? But like my friend would say, she was like, wear the skirt to walk the dog. You like it? It makes you happy? You don't need somewhere to go. And she's right. Like, life is just too short for the stupid shit that Maggie, I answered for you a long time ago. Is there anybody here I haven't answered for yet? Vicky, I'm Catholic, but yet I'm not religious, I think, and this is me personally. The world will give, we live in as our hell. I agree. Is there a heaven? I don't know, but I do believe there's a spiritual dimension. I agree. I agree. Shraddha, sorry, it was letter M. There is pause between us. Will things get better or end? So you're in a relationship and you just broke up and you want to know if you're going to reconnect and it's going to improve. I don't see improvement. You could wind up reconnecting, but you got the Devil here and the Ace of Cups in reverse and the Four of Pentacles in reverse, which can indicate that this is an unstable union, or one person may want something that the other person is not willing to give, and there's like deceit around it. Could you reconnect? It's possible, but I don't know that I see much improving right now anyway. Ray, why won't Ellie respond to my message? This person's setting a boundary. So I don't know what the relationship is, but they're like setting a boundary. Sarah, that's why my parents' perspectives matter so much. My mom is the same, and now as an adult, I feel bad for buying stuff for myself. Yeah, that's like with the lip gloss, right? I understand. I understand. I mean, to me, the lip gloss is relatively insignificant. How much money is it? But go away. If you have like an obsession with lipsticks, right? Like my friend has an obsession with lipsticks, then don't buy it because you don't need it. But if it's just something that you like and you only have 2 or 3 lipsticks, buy it. Like there's no reason why you can't have it. But I agree. I agree. Yeah, I see. We decided not to raise Avery with religion either. So Avery talks a lot about God and she talks about Jesus, and that's fine. But I'm not sending her somewhere to learn about it. Honestly, I think that she learns a lot about it on YouTube. I might have to move this into the other room. Not now, I won't. But for YouTube, I mean for TikTok this afternoon, I'll go in the other room. Cinnamon, do you see me getting a job this week or next? I need one ASAP. You're probably going to get a job this week, yeah. Yeah, like stay on top of it, and you should get something, yeah. And it's like right here behind me, like I almost feel it like vibrating my back. Is there anyone here I haven't answered for? Mel, energy around my second side hustle is at the feet? Because I looked into it last night. No, it's not the feet. Good, improving. You got life moving forward, feeling ambitious. Life is moving forward towards greener pastures. Life comes into balance with new opportunity. Pretty good. The feet business. I looked into it. Did you see that website? There's a website that you could be part of that they sell the pictures for you, which is a good thing because then people don't have to know where you live, or they don't have to know where you're from or who you are. But I saw reviews like where somebody was saying that they didn't make any money. They made like $15, but it cost them more money to be part of it. Holly, love for the new year. For the new year, Empress is bringing in love and money or more of it. Listen to your intuition. Anything that's been burdening or stressful will move into the past. A new journey begins. Lay down the law, set boundaries. Now, if you're already with someone, your current relationship should be successful. If you're not with anyone, you have Earth coming in, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. It's probably new energy. And then you have choices and options coming in around social activity. You may have an Aquarius coming in and a wish comes true. Pretty good. Vicky, no, I didn't do yours. I don't even think I saw it yet. Oh, general for tomorrow. Okay, I'll do it now. General for tomorrow. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. Areas of your life you feel have been stagnant should now move forward and feeling ambitious. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan can make you feel relief. Life comes into balance. And then you have choices and options that come in around social activity tomorrow or on the horizon. I Googled the feet thing and the website came up. Let me see. I might have it. Here. Yeah, here. Sell feet pics remotely and earn money. I'm not kidding. Feet Finder is what it's called. But you get mixed reviews. Hey, maybe that person that didn't make any money had ugly feet. I actually think ugly feet would probably do really well. I just told Avery's father I'm looking into selling pictures of my feet. I can't wait to see what he says. Because you know him, he never takes his socks off. I think I maybe saw his feet once. Maybe once. Mountain, if I did the feet thing, would I make the extra cash that I want? The cards say yes. I mean, I don't know how you could go wrong. Feet Finder is the name of the website. Latoya, general. Feet Finders. Oh, it's only an annual fee? Well, for the year, that's not bad. I think it's worth it. Let's try it. Latoya, life changes for you for the better quickly when you're clear about your wants and needs and you don't settle for less than you want or deserve. Life gets unstuck and begins to move forward. Listen to your intuition. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan may make you feel relief. And you may be feeling as if like teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. New beginnings are on the horizon around work, school, or business. Like you may be turning a corner and life is starting to move forward for you. Adonis, V's intentions towards me at the moment. Yes, Crystal, sure. Intentions for the moment looks like communication. Although being guided by the divine towards greener pastures, there could be cause for celebration around romance heating up or some kind of physical activity happening. You got romance here. But I think on the immediate horizon, it's communication and then what comes next. It's worth a shot. Some like stinky socks. We all got a kink. But smelly socks, it's too far, yeah. Imagine a site that sells feet pics. This world is a crazy place. Yeah, but I mean, is it any different really than like being a hand model? Right? Like, what about if you were selling like rings? I mean, I got the ugliest hands ever. My feet are better looking than my hands. But imagine like selling rings or selling hand cream. I mean, look at these monsters. You're going for a pedicure. No better time than the present. Get out that camera while they're painting them. He's laughing. He thinks it's funny. He thinks that we're gonna go to one of these kids' places tonight. He's gonna spend the evening photographing my feet. You just don't know it yet. I'm gonna do my toes. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna try it. Do you think I could do that too? You gotta take your socks off, buddy. He thinks I'm joking. He'll see. He's gonna find out. I'm literally nauseous. There's this girl that talks to dolls all day on her YouTube live stream and has thousands of people tuning in every day. Talk about a crazy world. I wonder though if these people are just like they make themselves be a train wreck. Meanwhile, look at me. So that people will watch them. You know what I mean? I mean, could you really be talking to dolls? I don't know. Fee Finders charges monthly or annually and then 10 to 15% of your sales. Funny story, I was dating a girl and she modeled, but not that good looking. My friend asked what she does and she modeled gloves. Vicky, there's a dude I saw on YouTube. Okay looking, married to his doll. Okay, told my friend I wonder if it's a male doll. Well, they don't talk back. If they have male dogs, no, they don't talk back. There's no drama. They're always there. They don't cheat. Yeah, I don't see any reason. No, and I think some people make up a character. Yeah, I agree. Hi, Jess. But, you know, like as far as like photos are concerned, it's like if you're taking pictures of something, like you can make anything look beautiful. Like imagine ballerina feet, like in the ballet slippers. I mean, I would put ballet slippers up, right? I mean, those are also feet that are covered. But Crystal, I meant just donated for 2. The first question, will purchasing healing rituals for my child be helpful? They could be helpful. Here's my suggestion. If they're super expensive, I wouldn't spend the money on it. If they're reasonably priced, it's worth it. But there are a lot of things that you can do to help children. Children are, you know, you could surround them in a white light. You could clear them with sage. You could clear their energy pretty easy. I don't think you really need to do that, depending on what kind of healing they need. Epsom salt baths, saltwater scrubs, that kind of stuff, where you don't really have to spend crazy money. And you could take regular salt from the kitchen and add it to like bubble bath. And that could be helpful for kids. And then the second question is, will I like my new job? I think you will like your new job. Yeah, and there seems to be a lot of potential there. Fun with Feet is another one. Their pricing isn't quite as good. Okay, we got to look into that. Beautiful one for today. Old wounds heal and move into the past. You have the world at your feet. Maybe spending time with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Teamwork is favored today. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Not bad. Not a bad day. Pottery. Could you pull a general? Sure. Maybe thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. Maybe spending time with Air, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, or possibly a Leo. Listen to your intuition. You have a romantic committed relationship here. If you're already with this person, things look good. If you're not with anyone, you could have those people, maybe new people coming in with potential. You got success coming in around work, school, or business. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan could make you feel relief. Listen to your intuition. Negativity moves into the past. Only Feed is another one. Okay. I mean, this is like, I mean, there is a market out there for this. It's not like, you know, as crazy as we think it may be. It's not really that crazy. Davey, there's some insane YouTube lives out there. I feel like it's in the twilight. So me too. Me too. Me too. I saw somebody who I know on TikTok doing a live, and prior to this, like, I thought like what she was doing, like she was reputable in her field. And she had a really great following. And then all of a sudden I saw her on TikTok and she was like very scantily clad in an outfit that, in my opinion, did not flatter her. Look, do what you want. I don't care. Do what you want. If it makes you happy, I'm not here to judge. But I just thought, oh my God, she was doing something that what I thought was like professional. She was successful. And now all of a sudden she's taken off her clothes for TikTok and dancing. And I kind of felt like, oh boy. Yeah, and it was like really, yeah. So I thought, but I don't know how many millions of people she got following her. So, you know, maybe I'm being judgmental and I'm being an asshole, but if people are watching it, people want to see it, right? So, I don't know. Holly, does Jay read my messenger posts? This person could read them on occasion. I don't know how often you post. It shows like hit or miss or sporadic, that kind of a thing. Oh, good morning, Nicole. This week, sure. For this week, life moves forward towards greener pastures. You may be planning travel, and you could be spending time with a Cancer. Could be spending time with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You're not looking back on the past. Life is moving forward. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Success comes in around work, school, or business. And you may be spending time with water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. It may be a busy week, like socially. You may have a lot going on. Jess, will my husband get a job? Yeah, he's got a job on the horizon. Yeah, and it should be a good opportunity that comes in too, like maybe within the next 3 to 5 weeks. Good morning, Sharon. It's not that cold here. I mean, it is, but it's not that cold. Let's see what the temperature is. I think maybe we're in the 40s. 40. Feels like 32. It sucks. But it's sunny out, so. Stacy for career this week. Career looks okay. You've got life is moving forward. Working on a new creative project or creative hobby could be bringing in more money. Paying off a bill of debt or a loan can make you feel relief. New opportunities come in. Maybe feeling better, compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. An old wound or a disappointment is healing. Emily. Oh, you're very welcome. Could you please look at my career? I want to run a business, but I don't know if I'm meant to do it yet. I would say you do have opportunity here. So the Page of Pentacles is like getting the idea for a side business or a side project, and even starting small. With the Magician, you have the ability to make it happen. You know, starting small through teamwork. If you have to keep your day job or whatever you do right now, and maybe something you start in addition, and things could move forward towards greener pastures, I would definitely try to pursue it. You got new beginnings here that could lead you to success financially. And especially there's a creative aspect around you. If it's something creative, I would pursue it. Yeah. Yeah. Only fee charges 20%. My goodness. But is there a fee that you have to pay them to belong to it too? Stacy, finances for this week. Finances for this week. Paying off a bill of debt or a loan can make you feel relief. You've got luck changing, good news coming in around work, school, or business. Money's coming in. Finances should be improving this week. You got the 10 of Pentacles, which could be money coming in. Yeah. Yeah. And there's always Feed Finder. Journey to be me. I have an idea for a book, but I don't want to put money into it to finish it. If it can't make money, what do you see in the cards? Well, there is opportunity for relief around things moving forward, but the cards can't tell you, like, you can't go to the cards and say, I'm only going to do it if I'm successful. It doesn't work like that. So the idea is that you're starting a new journey, and perseverance pays off. The idea is about the journey, not the destination. So the cards can't tell you don't do it. You're not going to be a millionaire. If you're like, well, I'm not going to do it unless I'm going to be a millionaire, then I wouldn't do it. But like, the cards aren't going to tell you, because the tarot is about the journey. It's not about the destination. So you have to make the decision whether it's worth it for you to put money into it and do it and take the chance, or, hey, I'm not going to be bothered because it may not pay off in the end. That's a decision for you to make. The cards are going to tell you it's a journey, and, you know, it's a process. So go for it. And that's exactly what they say. There's relief in starting a new journey, and life is moving forward. Cosmic, what's coming in for me for this December? You may have choices and options around social activity. Listen to your intuition and life begins to move forward. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. You may have good news that comes in around work, school, or business. Finances could be improving. Not bad, not bad. I mean, you know, it's like we sometimes think things are crazy or things are out of our reach, but people are doing these things every day. You know, like, I keep talking about the GOAT, Frank, but people love Frank, and he's got a huge following. Now, I just saw a video where, he's got a new video up. He's got a meet and greet on Sunday. The GOAT has a meet and greet. Anyway, the point is, I saw a video. I'll check that out later, where um, the goat's owner says to him, you know, you've only been on the property for 6 weeks and you already have 1.5 million views on your TikTok or whatever, wherever he is. And it's like we love watching Frank the goat. Now, Frank is a goat that was an abandoned goat that this guy took in, and now the guy wrote a book. He's selling shirts. I bought his book. I love his book. It made me cry. And it's not that you're taking, like, it's not like everything can be successful, but there's a market out there for things, and people are interested. And I don't see, if somebody has an idea for something, if you don't pursue it, it won't be successful. If you pursue it, it could be successful. And there is a goat that nobody wanted that this man took in. And I'm telling you that I watch all the videos over and over again because I love this goat. I'm going to buy a coat. Okay, love for December. Love for December. You got the Empress here, bringing in love and money or more of it. If you're currently with someone, current relationship should be functioning well. You got romance here. If you're not with anyone, you may have somebody new coming in. You could have a wish that comes true around an Aquarius or water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. I'm going to buy a goat. I mean, look at him playing with his ball. I mean, he's so cute. His name is Feral Frank. And he likes to play with this ball. It's on the string. And he hits it with his head. I mean, do you love him? I love him. Look, boom. Feral Frank the goat, if you want to follow him. I highly suggest it. I'm going to teach the goat to surf. Hilarious. He is on TikTok, yes. Big bucks to teach the goat to surf. Is there anyone else here I haven't answered for? Davey has seen a live. The girl was sleeping and there were 100 people watching. That's crazy. Why are we watching somebody sleep? It's kind of creepy, right? I wouldn't want somebody watching me sleep. I know. I know. Oh, I forgot to look up that girl with the jars. Let's look her up. Stephanie Matto, that was her name. She gained social media, she made $200,000 selling those jars. But then she was hospitalized with chest pains. She attributed to eating high-fiber diet to produce more gas. Since then, she's pivoted to other online businesses. Matto was selling $1,000 a jar. She stopped the business because she wound up in the hospital with chest pains. New ventures after her hospitalization. I can't even believe it. She made $200,000 selling jars of gas. I just can't. I mean, it makes the feed thing sound totally reasonable. Makes me feel productive watching people sleep. Yeah, I agree. I'd let people watch me sleep. Yes, Davy. Yeah. She would eat really high fibered foods, and she was eating too much of it, and it produced, I guess, so much gas in her body that she wound up having pains and had to go to the hospital. But she made $200,000 doing it. Can you imagine? $200,000. I mean, like, where did she even come up with that idea? Like, where would you come up with that idea? See, I told you it gets much worse. Oh my God. This world, man, I'm telling you. Anyhow, is there anyone else you haven't answered for? Otherwise, I will wrap it up. I'll see you at 2 o'clock on TikTok or tonight around 9:30-ish, give or take. Milk and eggs would have done the trick. Oh, I hate milk and eggs. Oh. The kid's dad would be a millionaire. No, I mean, I've seen some crazy live streams too on TikTok. I mean, on YouTube. And there's a lot of people watching. And I'm like, how are so many people watching this? But I have to say, I got rid of the cable back in over the summer, and I don't miss it. I pretty much watch everything on YouTube. Alrighty, I will wrap it up. I'll see you guys at 2 on TikTok or tonight on YouTube. Have a great day, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.